European Union or EU aids Libya in anti-tuberculosis efforts. The EU has donated 3.3 million euros to the World Health Organization or WHO and the International Organization for Migration or IOM to diagnose and treat the disease in vulnerable individuals, including internally displaced people, refugees, and migrants in Libya. Together, WHO and IOM will help enhance the screening capacity and deliver medicine, equipment, and supplies to tuberculosis facilities nationwide. Additionally, the pair will train health workers regarding the condition and raise community awareness on preventing its spread. The European Union is a recipient of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for humanitarianism, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for peace, a Shining World Leadership Award for Earth Protection, and a laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for humanitarianism, and Shining World Leadership Awards for compassion, unconditional world care, and true caring. Our heartfelt appreciation, European Union, for your charitable support, and World Health Organization and the International Organization for Migration for your kind humanitarian aid. May all Libyans enjoy robust health and wellness in Allah's grace.
Researchers link cooked meat consumption to children's asthma symptoms. Scientists from the Mount Sinai Health System in the United States have concluded that children consuming higher amounts of advanced glycation end products, AGEs, found in cooked meats increase their chances of wheezing, an asthma symptom, and that this dietary habit may be a reason for developing asthma later. AGEs are pro-inflammatory compounds that are connected with respiratory disease. Over 4,300 U.S. children ages 2 to 17, including asthma sufferers, were surveyed. The results showed that eating more meat was associated with an elevated wheezing risk, particularly during sleep and exercise, and the requirement of prescription drugs for the condition. Our appreciation, Mount Sinai Health System researchers, for your study demonstrating one of the many serious hazards that meat consumption poses to our precious young ones' health. We pray that all families will quickly switch to vegan food to protect their beloved children in heaven's mercy.
Doctors and scientists recommend vitamin D supplementation for COVID-19 infection reduction. Over 200 doctors, scientists, and experts from the United Kingdom, United States, and Europe have signed an open letter to all governments, public health officials, and healthcare practitioners, asking them to promptly encourage and recommend vitamin D augmentation by adults to help protect them from the coronavirus. The letter states, research shows low vitamin D levels almost certainly promote COVID-19 infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. Given its safety, we call for immediate, widespread increased vitamin D intakes. The experts urge that adults should take 4,000 international units or IU daily, with more required for individuals whose vitamin D levels are below 30 nanograms per milliliter. Our gratitude, doctors, scientists, and experts, for your concerned advice. In the love of God, may the pandemic soon subside as we do our best to care for each other in this time of need.
Electric vehicle sales soar in Norway. Data shows that Norwegian citizens purchased over 76,700 fully electric cars in 2020, surpassing the sale of gas, diesel, and hybrid vehicles combined. New electric vehicle sales made up 54.3% of total new car sales, compared to 42.4% in 2019. This record-performing year for the EV industry saw the highest market share in December at an astonishing 66.7%. As the country continues to incentivize citizens through policies such as EV tax exemption, the accelerating market has put the country in a fast lane towards its agenda to sell only zero-emission vehicles by 2025. Norway is a recipient of Shining World Leadership Awards for environmental protection, humanitarianism, good governance, and peace, and a laureate of Shining World Leadership Awards for animal protection and compassion. What an exciting milestone to reach, Norway and the EV industry. We are excited to see the world invent a zero-emission, vegan, and green future, one that is safe to pass on to all future generations.
repentant pig breeder transforms farm into animal sanctuary in Formosa or Taiwan. One day in 2008, then pig farmer Luo Hongxian was loading his livestock animals into an abattoir's truck when one of the pigs turned around and looked at him. At that moment, Mr. Luo felt the pig was asking him how he could give him away after being companions for a year. Heartbroken, Mr. Luo realized that animals have consciousness and decided to stop eating meat. He then converted his farm into the Love Sea Animal Sanctuary, which currently houses hundreds of animals, including pigs, cows, chickens, ducks, geese, and sheep, as well as fish and turtles. To date, the 37-year-old rescuer has also encouraged tens of thousands of visitors to likewise embrace the vegan diet. We are deeply touched by your benevolent transition, Luo Hongxian. Heaven bless you. May all join in awakening their goodness within and begin anew in the virtuous vegan way.
Supreme Master Qinghai cheerfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Luo Hongxian plus $10,000 in humble support of the Love Sea Animal Sanctuary with all love and gratitude in heaven's embrace.
First vegan baby formula to be launched in Australia. Sprout Organic, an Australian plant-based children's nutrition company, will launch their organic vegan baby formula in May 2021. It is based on rice starch, which is already widely used in Europe in baby formulas and contains plant superfoods, probiotics, DHA, omega-3, and more. The formulas have passed the Australian standards testing procedure, which is the most stringent in the world for such products. 2 versions will be available, one for babies up to 6 months old and another for 6 months to 12 months. A salute of appreciation, Sprout Organic, for your pioneering vegan baby formula. In divine support, may high-quality vegan formula soon be available everywhere for babies when required.
Midwestern American birds population greatly increases. The United States Fish and Wildlife Service recently announced that the interior list tern is no longer classified as endangered. These migratory birds are generally found nesting by the sea along rivers, lakes, and other wetlands. When the unique bird was listed as endangered in 1985, there were less than 2,000 of them and only a few dozen nesting sites spread across the lower Mississippi Valley and the Great Plains. Since the listing, there have been strong conservation efforts at local, state, and federal levels to protect their habitats. Now, there are more than 18,000 interior list terns at over 480 nesting sites across 18 states. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service said that since 2017, 13 species have been delisted from the ESA, or Endangered Species Act, due to recovery, noting that no administration in history has recovered more imperial species in their first term than the Trump administration. The United States is a recipient of 4 Shining World Leadership Awards for compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for good governance, 7 Shining World Leadership Awards for promoting healthy living, and Shining World Leadership Awards for justice, protection, and environmental protection, and a laureate of 23 Shining World Leadership Awards for compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for protection, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for loving care, a Shining World Peace Leader Award, Shining World Caring Leadership Award, and Shining World Super Loving Care Leadership Award. Our respectful appreciation, Your Excellency Donald Trump and your administration. Many thanks, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and all involved in safeguarding the interior list tern. May we always strive to create a nurturing environment for our beloved co-inhabitants in God's magnanimity.